Hi, family. Hi, family. This is Dr. Mo with Moya Body Care and colon hydrotherapy, and I am your favorite colon hydrotherapist that practices the sacred art of colon hydrotherapy, herbs, and natural living. This video is all about the audacity, right? The audacity. So I'm going to give you a viewpoint on what it looks like to have boundaries and systems set in place as a solo-based entrepreneur for 20 plus years, and then what that looks like on the other side for those that are consuming my services as a solo-based entrepreneur. So this video is going to be really good for individuals that, and I'm going to turn some light on, for individuals that are looking to become service-based practitioners, or if you are already a service-based practitioner, this information I'm going to share with you is going to help you create more systems and boundaries to put in place so that you can be successful. And then on the flip side of that, if you are a consumer of service-based services, this is going to help you align a little deeper with your practitioner, have a little bit more compassion for what they are working through, working towards, etc., etc. So it's good for the collective, it's good for the community on what I'm getting ready to share with you. So as a service-based practitioner who has worked solo from day one, my business and everything that I offer is one-on-one, one-on-one, one-on-one. It's not for the masses. However, I do have evergreen courses that are for the masses. You can go on my website and take any courses I have created, orchestrated, etc., etc. But when you want to do work, that's one-on-one with me, right? I know my gift, I know my power very well. And with that being said, and understanding that I master systems, that's what I do, right? So I have very specific systems set in place that are for new clients. I have another system set in place that is for clients that have been with me or that are return clients. And then I have another system that is just for people who are just looky-loos. They just want to see what's happening. They're not ready to make a purchase. They don't want to buy a book. They just want to be in my space, right? I have a system for that, right? And I have a couple other systems too. But here is the thing. I know what I offer. I know what I'm capable of. I know what I can give. And I've created and curated systems specifically to move my clients from point A to point Z through the experience with me. Now, if you have ever called me and left a message, I explain in my message on the phone. When you call me and you leave a message, it says, I am a solo practitioner. If you do not leave a message, I ain't your friend. I'm not going to call you back. I don't have your number programmed in my phone. I am a business. If I were to go and call all the numbers that have called me in a day, I would never get anything done. However, I am only going to give my attention to those individuals that had left me a message. Ding, 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 ding. So I say that. It's all over my paperwork, all over my website. It's even on the message when you call me. It says, leave me one message. I had somebody come to my door today. I'm working. I'm in between clients. I'm working. Somebody comes to my door and I'm like, everybody who I'm supposed to be working with is here right now. Who's that? Now, mind you, I have a storefront. People come back and forth, which is fine. So I said, give me a second. Let me go to the door and just see who this is. So I opened the door and it's a young man. I said, good afternoon. How can I help you? He says, my sister has been trying to get in contact with a woman named Mo. Are you Mo? Yes, I'm Dr. Mo. How may I help you? Well, my sister wants to make an appointment. Okay. Has your sister left me a message? Crickets. So I look at him and he looks at me. So we just stand there. I do not feel moved to guide grown adults with how to leave a message. You're grown. That's not my lane. I'm not picking that up. So he looks at me and I look at him. I say, is there anything else I can help you with? And he's like, well, what does she do? She can give me a call, and if I don't answer, she can leave me a message and I can call her back to book the appointment. If I answer the phone, we book the appointment right then and there with her payment in full. Why are you confused? This is not confusing. None of this is difficult. It's very clear. He literally just spins around on his heels and just walks away. He didn't say thank you. He didn't say, oh, okay, she'll give you a call back, or can I pay for it? Or, none of that. He just spins around and walks away. So again, the audacity, right? I am where I need to be. I don't know what she's doing, but I'm doing what I need to do, and I am where I need to be. It is okay for you as a service-based practitioner to have boundaries. You are not anybody's friend. You don't owe anybody anything. You are where you need to be, especially if you are knocking it out the ballpark, such as I am. Let me just tell you, I'm doing exactly what I need to do. I would love to have her as a client, have her call me. And that's what I said. And he was like, well, she has. I said, did she leave a message? Did she speak to me? He was like, no. And here we are. Just how you walked up here, she could have done the same thing. So again, I want to say that it is okay for you to have boundaries. I have a second experience. A client called me a while ago. This happened a while ago. And she's going through a lot. I mean, when I say going through a lot, she's driving from a different city. It's about 4 hours away where she's coming from. And she's just, her whole world is rocked right now, right? So when she left me the message, her message, it was intense. It was a lot of stuff that I did not need to know. And when I tell you she dropped it all on that message, none of that is for me. I'm a colon therapist. So when I called her back, number one, I said, is this a good time to speak? She's like, yes. So I said, I'm not going to keep you long. I know it's the end of the day. You're probably getting off or in between. I want to return your call and ask, how can I be of service to you? And she's like, oh, I want to book an appointment. So I said, well, tell me what's going on with you so that I can have an understanding on how to hold you in light when you get here and I can work on you. So she starts going into all this stuff, right? So I felt like we were going to be on the phone for 45 minutes. I'm not a counselor like that. So I stopped her. I said, okay, love. I said, I believe I got the gist of how I need to hold you in light. I said, what you're looking for is this, this, and this. This is what I can provide for you. And she's like, no, I want this for this amount. And I said, I'm want to let you know that this is not a la carte and you pick whatever you want to receive from me and then you give me your price. I said, it doesn't work like that. I said, these are the services that I can provide that you may need to help you attain said goal. Within these services, which one would you like? So she says a whole bunch of stuff on how I'm making her feel. So I stopped her right there. I said, love, I no longer want to move forward with this appointment. I trust that you would take deep care of yourself. I look forward to helping you in the future, but as of right now, I am not of service to you. Have a lovely day. And I hung up the phone. You do not need to be of service to everybody. You have the authentic right to say, you know what? I also don't feel like this is a match for me. You have to remember that you're holding space for people as a service-based provider. You're holding space. And if you also feel that that space is off, you don't have to move forward, love. You don't have to be of service to everybody. You don't. That's why I'm an entrepreneur. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do within reason. Within reason. I'm not out here hurting anybody. But I didn't work this hard to just accept any old Joe and blow. Nah, player. I get to pick and choose. And I don't choose to be around somebody who was in a space like that. Nah, queen. Because again, I'm a colon therapist. What you actually need I'm unable to provide for you. And I'm very clear with that. I'm very clear. Just like how people have their audacity, I have the audacity to say where I begin and where I end and where I damn sure am not going to go for you or anybody else. It's not necessary for me. So with that being said, this wraps up the conversation about the audacity of some people, clients, and service-based providers. But keep in mind too, though, at every angle, you do not have to move forward. You can always change your mind. And you are absolutely accurate and correct for doing so and following your heart. I will always follow me. Always follow me. I would never follow anybody else. I will always follow me. That's the first thing. Number two, I'm a Taurus. It ain't that much swaying that happens for me. I'm either going to do it or I'm not. And one thing that I am very clear on is my business. I'm very clear about how I do it. I'm very clear about what it does for people. I'm very clear about the systems that I created for you to experience the depth of your healing. Like, yo, that's my jam. That's my cut. Okay? That's what I do. That's what I do. So I will protect that at all costs. This ain't for everybody. This energy ain't for everybody. And I'm good with that. I am so good with that. So I just want to let you know that it's okay for you to shine. It's okay for you to think the world of yourself. And it's about high time that you do think the world of yourself. Please do. Because I think the world of you. And you should think the world of yourself. And that's all I want to say about that. All right? So you go out and be great and amazing. Stay magical.